Yeah, if you couldn't tell it was spring no other way, look at my hood. Oh my God. I've even got yellow pollen behind the inner screen on my flip cam, which I haven't figured out how that happened yet either. I'm gonna have to take it apart and clean it again. Not good. That yellow mess on my hood's gonna mean allergies galore here this afternoon. I'm really gonna have to wear out the Benadryl. Anybody wanna buy a Camaro? Log number 2. On my way out right now to go buy a air chuck for my air compressor so I can keep my tires pumped up on my tractors. Somebody seems to have lost both of the ones that I had before. They either lost them or somebody came in the yard and stole them. Don't know what they'd want with something like that, but I had borrowed my neighbor's chainsaw, and of course it's totally pooched. Chainsaw runs fine, but I don't know what he used it on, and I know after a while they all get kind of worn down, but his chain is so dull, it's not actually cutting the wood, it's just brushing across it. I can't really complain. I mean, he's letting me use it, not charging me anything. I didn't go to a rental center to get it or anything like that. It's just a little cheap 42cc pulling chainsaw. I think it's got like an 18-inch bar on it. And I tried cutting on my trees with it, and of course, basically I ran out a whole tank of gas trying to cut down a little, probably a 6-inch tree trunk I was trying to cut with it. I got a 10-inch that needs to be cut with it, but there was no way I was going to try tackling that, because right now it's just, all it's doing is, it's not actually cutting the wood, it's just kind of burning it and rubbing it. And that's no good, because it makes the hot saw work harder, and it's, if nothing else, it's just really aggravating. But it's kind of a hot day to be doing all this. It's 88 degrees in Middle Tennessee right now. We're up in the northern part of the state. Yeah, it's not, I gotta get out there and get after all that tall grass we got growing. Hate doing that with a passion. It's like I said in some of my other comments, if I could have just paved the whole yard in with concrete or asphalt, I'd have been just as happy. I hate mowing with a passion, and with having 6.5 acres, it takes 3 solid days of mowing. That's doing nothing else, just mowing. And doggone it, ain't gonna be doing much mowing until I get back to the house and get my gas can. Like an idiot, I forgot it. But yeah, pretty much where I'm at right now. Got smart about it this time. Got my little air chuck so that I can pump up the tires on the trucks and the cars and things around there. But I didn't just get one of them, I got 2. I'll put one up away in case this happens again. And should be a little better off this time. Then when I actually need to pump up tires for something, I can go ahead and do it. Oh, got it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, now that I've completely burned myself, it's dumb. down one of my air chucks, I'll know where one of them's at all times. Well, at least the gas prices quit climbing quite as high, quite as fast. Kind of leveled off at 360 now, it looks like. Let's see what it's like over here at the cheap gas station on the other side. I'm about ready to find out what it takes to convert this thing to E85 to where I can run that in it. Oh, that's a welcome change. 355. Anyway, the E85 is actually down about $2 and $2.90, something like that. And the regular gas is $3.55 a gallon. It's crazy. But I'm not gonna mess up and pump a whole tank full of E85 again. Had me out of commission for a week. I figured, hell, it was gas, it should burn the same. Didn't realize it's denser gas, and your vehicle always thinks that you don't have enough because the octane levels aren't where they need to be. Your vehicle always thinks that you don't have enough fuel in there, and it overloads the system and actually fouls out your spark plugs. Things we learned the hard way. Basically, all I did was pulled out all the plugs, got an old propane torch, just burn all the E85 off all the plugs, put them right back in. Plugs cost $6 a piece. I was not going to go buy a new set of plugs. Have another $60 or $70 to invest in spark plugs for my vehicle. But luckily that was the only real damage that was done. And I had an old set laying around of the E3 spark plugs that I use. And basically I started to swap them out, and I thought, no, better be a little smarter about this. We'll just burn the fuel off of the ones that I've got. Burned them off and stuck them back in. Working perfect. Haven't had a problem since. Let's see if the old air conditioner is working. And do this first. I'd almost bet it's leaked out again. The old emergency backup here. Much better. It's not as cold as it should be, but it's cold. Better than 90 degrees out than it is right now. It's amazing. I went to the store. As soon as I left the house, looked at the gauge up there, it said 87 or 88 degrees. About 30-45 minutes later, it's 90. Wasn't supposed to get up that hot this weekend, but in my mind I'm thinking it's over 70. Be nice to get out. This is summertime stuff here. It's kind of screwy. Turn that rear air on too. This off in here a little quicker. Holy cow. It's not the heat that's bothering me, it's the humidity. The humidity is jacked up. Anyhow, we're swinging in at the neighbors. I gotta get he's got an electric chainsaw file for me to sharpen his chainsaw with. Because that, like I said, that thing, I was actually going to buy a new chain until I saw they were 25 bucks. And right now I just don't have the $25 to sink into it. But y'all saw on my main channel, y'all saw Y'all saw him working on this HT20. Take a look here. Evidently the parts that he needs to work right are. Out there with his old Farmer Brown hat on. Anyway.